me and my friend were gonna go on this trip, and this trip was really far away, okay? It had been a while since I last went to this place. So before I went with my friend on this trip, it was like a couple years back. So I really didn't know, like, and before, like, I had another friend who would drive us to that place. But this time, like, me and my friend, we both didn't know how to drive. So we had to take, like, this bus. It's like a special bus that takes you to this specific place. It was like a 2 or 3 hour bus ride. And then, so like, this was my first time booking the bus, okay? And I don't really, in my head, I thought it was one of those, like, you know those, like, travel buses? Like, those long ones? So I thought it was one of those. So we went to, like, area, kind of like a subway station. And usually, like, at subway stations, they have, like, terminals, I guess. And they have, like, bus terminals and stuff. So we went there. And I asked, like, the subway employees, I was like, hey, do you know, like, where this bus is? And they looked at it and they were like, no, we don't have a bus like this here. And I was so confused because on the website, it said that, like, we were supposed to, people who bought tickets all had to meet up at this specific area. So I was so confused and I thought we were gonna, like, I thought we were gonna miss our bus. So then, what ended up happening was, we actually found, I saw this, like, really, really short, shady looking bus. It was like, it just looked like it was like a bus that was rented out by a driver. And then my friend was like, I think it's that one. And I was like, I don't think so. Because in my head, I was like, I was thinking of those travel buses, okay? And then we approached the bus, right? The shady looking bus. And then like, oh, are you going to this place? And I was like, oh yeah. And he's like, yeah, can I have the tickets, please? And I was like, what the fuck? This is the most shady looking bus that no, it wasn't those travel buses at all. It was one of those buses where, like, some random person would rent out, and then they would just drive us to, like, wherever we needed to go that was kind of far away. And they were like the bus was packed full. And it was so shady. That's why it was so cheap. Okay? And so I was like, is there a bathroom on this bus? Because I was just afraid that, like, if we were gonna be on the bus for like 3 hours, like, what if I have to pee? You know, that's like my number one concern. They're like, oh no, sorry, there's no bathroom on the bus, but if you have to pee, you know, you can, if you really have to go, you can let me know and I can stop somewhere. And I was like, what the fuck? I've never been on a bus like this in my life, okay? Also, my friend was just, like, kind of rolling along with it. So then, before we went onto this bus, there was this, like, mobile toilet, like, right next to it. So I told my friend, I was like, okay, maybe we should, like, pee there first, okay? We should pee there first. And my friend was a dude. So, like, for him, it was easy. He went in first. And he came out. And he was like, I don't think you want to go in there. And I was like, why? Is it really that bad? And he's like, you literally cannot touch the seat. It's easy for me because I can stand, but, like, you literally cannot touch the seat. And I didn't understand what he meant. I was like, what does that mean? Because I never went into a mobile toilet before this in my life, okay? He's like, you can go in there if you want, but, like, you literally cannot, like, sit on it. You really can't. And if you do, I think you're gonna get, like, Ebola. And I was like, what? I thought he was, like, exaggerating, okay? So I went in, you know, I opened the door, okay? I opened the door. I saw, oh my god. It was the dirtiest toilet I've ever seen in my life. It's like somebody dumped all their organics in that toilet and then decided to smear it all over the toilet seat. Also, there was just so much, like, shit all over the wall. I don't know how the fuck, unless you're some kind of, like, unless your asshole is where your ears are, I don't know how physically you can get shit on the walls of the mobile toilet. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, how can you get shit on the walls? Even if you had diarrhea or something, it wouldn't be, like, above your head. Okay? Like, it would have to be, like, projectile. But that would be extremely, like, honestly, if that happened, like, I would actually more be impressed than disgusted. Like, how the fuck? So, like, I opened the door, immediately saw all of that. I turned to my friend. I looked at him, and I was like, I'm not gonna go to the bathroom here. And he's like, yeah, we can try to look for one in the subway station. So, like, we went into the subway station, and we couldn't find any bathroom. Like, we just could not find it. The subway station was really, really, really large and confusing, and I had never gone to the subway before. And then the bus was gonna leave in like 5 minutes. And I was like, I didn't really have to go, but I just knew that it would be a good idea to fucking empty out, like, just in case, you know? So basically, what I did was, like, I basically kind of just peed behind a tree, you know? It was the very, like, traditional way of, like, you know, just in case. I really, really did not, like, I didn't really have to go, but, like, I was just so afraid that I might have to pee on the bus, and like, there were other people on that bus, too, so I didn't want to, like, stop the bus driver to just go to the bathroom in case. So I just peed behind a tree, you know? And, like, honestly, I'm gonna be very, very honest. The tree is like 100 times cleaner than the toilet. I don't know how I can describe this to you guys, but that was the nastiest toilet I've ever seen in my life. Like, actually. And I've been to many countries, okay? And, you know, I've been to, like, rural countries. Like, rural sides to the countries, like, you know. And it wasn't even as nasty. Like, I've legit, like, when I was a kid, I, like, had to pee in, like, a fucking hole, okay? And that was cleaner. That toilet, that mobile toilet was so fucking nasty. Like, it really should have been just, like, not there. Like, it was the nastiest thing I've ever seen. I just cannot believe, like, it can ever be that nasty. That's just, like, disgusting. That should be, like, a fucking, like, artifact in a museum. Like, how nasty it is. Like, the most, like, uncleanly toilet in the world. And then after I peed behind the tree, I, like, went, like, onto the bus, right? And this bus was, like, so fucking shady. This bus was so shady. By the way, this was, like, a couple years back, okay? It was so shady. But, you know, low-key, I kind of thought that the bus driver was gonna drive us to some remote area and kill us all and, like, use us as sacrifices for, like, some kind of weird cult. Like, oh, here you go. Here's the volunteers for this, sacrificial, like, thing. You know, I legit was thinking that while I was riding on this bus. And I told my friend, I was like, look, if we die, I'm really sorry, but at least we died together. But no, it was fine. We got to our destination, met up with our other friends, and then, like, it was fine. That's it.